الذنوب كما ينفي الكير خبث الحديد والذهب والفضة وليس للحج المبرور جزاء إلا الجنة. The Prophet ﷺ said, follow up between Hajj and Umrah, يعني keep doing them as many times as you can, because they remove the faqr, which is poverty, and they remove the dhunub, which are the sins, as the fire removes the stains from the iron, from the gold, and from the silver. And there is no reward for the accepted Hajj except the Jannah, as explained by the Prophet ﷺ. Yes, next one. Now, when we prepare for the Umrah, I want you to keep in mind these points, very important. We're doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so sincerity and repentance from all the past sins and mistakes. Repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before leaving. Resolve all the outstanding differences and seek forgiveness from others. If you have any problem with anyone, try your best to clear it before you leave. Because we don't know who is going to live until the next day, and this is a chance for us to clear all the problems and all the differences. Pay or record all the debts. يعني تدفع ما عليك من الديون أو على الأقل تدونها. Pay or record all the debts. If the debts are installments and they are not like immediate, like you have to pay them right now, so that's okay, that's fine, but at least you have to record them. And by the way, try to make the wasiyah before you leave. Try to make the wasiyah before you leave. I'm going to send the wasiyah through the WhatsApp, the group. And anyone who is not in our WhatsApp group, please, before you leave tonight, please try to get into the WhatsApp group, because this is going to be also our means of communication over there. We're going to use WhatsApp. And when you go there, and of course you're going to use the phone number over there, the phone line over there. So when you change and you put the SIM card in your phone, it's going to ask you about the WhatsApp, whether you change your number or not. Keep the same number that you have here, which is your number, the US number. So don't change the number. And also with regard to the phones, when to make sure that you need to make sure that your phone is unlocked, because it's a different carrier over there. Make sure that your phone is unlocked. If it is not unlocked, call your phone company and tell them to unlock it for you. You're traveling overseas and you need to use your phone over there. Make sure it is unlocked and try it. If not, then when you go there, you have to buy another phone to use the SIM card over there. So you will be ending up carrying two phones. So make sure that your phone is unlocked, inshallah. It's easy to do it. Also make sure that possible about the Hajj and Umrah. When we are leaving, inshallah, I send to you the presentation and the supplication also to the WhatsApp group. Please review it, keep it with you all the time in your phone, forward it to yourself, make sure you have access to it all the time in case you need to check something, any kind of information. I'm going to send it again to make sure that you have it also on the WhatsApp. Memorize some of the dua with the paper I'm going to give you. Have this with you, take a picture with the phone, and keep it with you all the time, inshallah. And physical preparation, try to walk, inshallah, before you leave. Get physically fit and prepared, because there's going to be a tawaf, and there's going to be sa'i, and maybe some of you might want to do an extra umrah, like when you are in Mecca. We will be in Medina, inshallah, for 4 days, and we will be in Mecca for 5 days. We will be in Medina 4 days, and in Mecca for 5 days. We're going to Medina first, by the way. It is a straight flight from Los Angeles to Jeddah, and then another flight from Jeddah to Medina. Stay in Medina, and by the way, we're going to tell them about the app that you should download. It's called Nusuk. Okay, when we're done, we'll tell you about this app. Please, you need to download it, and also register and everything, so you log into the app. And from now until we leave, try to reserve the spot for the Rawda. You know what the Rawda is? A Rawda is a special place between the grave of the Prophet ﷺ, or the room of Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, the room of the Prophet ﷺ and his member, the member that he used to give the speech. So he said, ما بين حجرتي أو منزلي ومنبري روضة من رياض الجنة. He said, between this room and the member is a meadow of Jannah. So it's like a piece of Jannah. So in order to get the advantage of praying this is by reservation only. So reserve it before you leave. By the way, I check it, and there are like available days. When you click on any day, it gives you the times. And we'll talk about it, inshallah. Just to give you all the information in advance, inshallah. Now, what to take with you when you go to the Umrah? Don't worry about the ihram, because when we go to Medina, if you have one, take it with you. You don't want to buy anyone from Medina. The good thing is we're going to Medina first. So we can buy everything that we need from Medina. Because this is for the brothers. For the sisters, your regular clothes. There's no special clothes for the sisters. Your regular clothes, inshallah. And also medication is very important. Take your medication with you. If you have anything for like diabetes, blood pressure, anything, any kind of medication for the pain, medication that you have to take on a daily basis, please do not leave it here. You are not guaranteed if you find the same medication over there or not. So please take it from before you leave. This is like a kind of a belt. You can buy it also from there, and you keep like just a small amount of money, maybe like small documents or something in this belt, but do not carry any like big amount of cash with you. When you are going out, going to Masjid Haram for the Salah or Masjid Nabawi, or going for the Umrah or for the Tawaf or anything, only carry a little bit of money that you need to spend. Don't carry too much cash with you. You expose yourself to lose it. So if you lose something over there, you're not guaranteed you get it back. Money, of course, take money with you. And you can use also your credit card, your debit card over there, but check with your company before you leave. You need to ask the credit company, the credit card company and your bank, tell them and inform them that you are going to travel to Saudi Arabia and you're going to use your card over there. Because what happens if you don't tell them and you start using it over there, they will consider it as a fraud and they will block it. So before you leave here, you need to make sure that you are informing the bank and your credit card company that you are going to use it over there before you leave, okay? Clothing, of course, you take your regular clothes with you. And when packing things in Umrah, for the Umrah, keep in mind to stay light. Do not take too many things. Extra items will just add to the weight. Take necessary items like your usual medication. And do not take valuables with you. There's no need to take valuables. You're going to the Umrah, or don't need to take any valuable gold or anything that has like big value. Don't take it with you, because you might lose it. And most items are available in Saudi Arabia. Actually, everything is there, inshallah azza wa. Now, any question about what we have said so far? Any question? Yes. No. Outside over there? No. Your own passport, keep it in your bag. Like, by the way, for the Umrah, they don't take your passports from you. You have it with you. So you are going to be completely responsible for your passport. But he is asking about when he's going out over there. No, you don't have to carry it. We are going to give you a card, like it's an ID card. You will have the name and your phone number and everything on this card. So keep it with you all the time in case you get lost or something. And you will ask them and they will tell you where to go and what to do. Yes?
I signed up for the app, and for women there was no time available.
Well, it's not now. Even I tried, but there's nothing available even for men now. Actually, keep checking every day until the day that you are leaving.
Like today,
yeah.
23rd and 24th
are available. So through the week you will have 26, 27, 28 available. Yeah.
They open it every day. They open 1 day or 2 days.
Yeah.
So keep checking in until you find that they open the days we are in there. That's why I said with you early so you know about it. Don't go there and say, oh, it's fast.
وهجيب لك ورقه بالعربي.
It's so crowded during the time, especially during COVID, they had to make reservations.
Once time.
You cannot use it until you use your first appointment.
Yes.
But the good thing about it, you can enter like a couple of times. That's what I heard from other people that went. They don't check the dates. They will only see that.
Actually, take you for the tawaf and everything. Yeah, I don't know like how much they charge. Whatever they charge, they're going to tell you by the riyal, of course. When you take the money from there, so you're going to do the exchange over there and keep the Saudi riyals in here. So don't pay anyone with the US dollar.
Okay, I'm just curious because I use cane sometimes. Cane?
Oh.
Sometimes I'm okay, sometimes I'm not. But is it, do I carry a cane?
Yeah, you can carry.
You can carry a cane, yes. Yeah, if you want, yeah, that's absolutely fine.
There's a chairs available there that you can take it with you and sit on the chair.
Yeah. And there's the electric cars too, yes. Okay, for the hotel from in Medina, it's 2 minutes from the Haram. And in Mecca, we are in Swiss Hotel. It's the clock tower. Yeah. So both of them are 5-star hotels. Swiss Hotel in Mecca. It's well known. Okay, when you're in the hotel, actually see the Haram. Okay, any other question? Let's move on because we still have many things to say about this. And if anything is not clear, please let me know. Okay, the miqat. What is the miqat? The miqat is the place where we are going to make the intention for the Umrah. The miqat is the place where we are going to make the intention for the Umrah. Our miqat from Medina is called Abiyar Ali. And this is what it is. Miqat is a geographic boundary that a person intending Umrah, go back, intending Umrah may not cross without assuming Ihram for the Umrah, which is the intention. We will make Ihram from Abiyar Ali as soon as we leave Medina. So how it's going to work? In Medina, the day that we are leaving Medina, we're going to tell you about the time when we're leaving, like the day before. We'll tell you that we're leaving tomorrow at this time. So you get ready, you take a shower, shave, whatever you want to do, clean up and everything. And take a shower that day, put the ihram clothes on. For the brothers, sisters, put your regular clothes, and we will all move in the bus and we will go to Abiyar Ali. We'll pray over there. If it is a time for Dhuhr, we're going to pray Dhuhr. If it is a time for any prayer, we're going to do the prayer. If it is not, we're going to do 2 rak'ah, and then we make the intention for the ihram, for the Umrah, which is Labbaik Allahumma Umrah, and we continue the talbiyah all the way until we arrive in Mecca. Yes, moment please. Now, I want you to have an idea about the Haram of Mecca. The Haram of Mecca is the sacred area surrounding Mecca, and it was determined by Prophet Ibrahim والسلام, under the guidance of Jibreel والسلام. After Fath Mecca, the Prophet ﷺ sent Al-Khuzai radiallahu that while we are in that area, which is the Haram, we are not supposed to do these things. Its plants must not be cut, and its game must not be frightened. Articles lost in the Haram must not be picked up except by someone making announcement to find the owner. Nor is any man to bear arms, no fighting, no argument. In the Haram, we're going to the Umrah, so please avoid fighting, argument, debates, all these kind of things. And these restrictions also apply to the Haram of Medina. So the same thing for the Haram of Mecca applies to the Haram of Medina, and we'll talk about the Haram of Medina inshallah Azza wa Jalla. They apply to everyone whether in the state of Ihram or not, during any time of the year. So these restrictions are during any time of the year, which means that the Haram of Mecca and the Haram of Medina, they are like really peaceful places. So you will enjoy your Salah, you enjoy the Umrah, you enjoy the Tawaf, no fighting, no one is arguing, everything is perfectly fine, inshallah Azza wa Jalla. طيب. Now, this is the part that I want you to pay attention to. Umrah, summer. Pay attention, we have these things to do for the Umrah. Number 1 is Ihram, and I will tell you what Ihram is. Number 2 is Tawaf. Number 3 is Sa'i, between Safa and Marwa. Number 4 is Halq, shaving the head, or Taqsir, cutting the hair short. Now, keep these 4 things in mind. These are the 4 things required, the 4 requirements for the Umrah. What does it mean, Ihram? This is the Ihram. Ihram means the intention, by the way. Ihram does not mean the clothes that we put on. This is just a clothes, this is just a garment. But Ihram means the intention for the Umrah. What are we going to say to start the Umrah? By the way, all the ibadat in Islam, Salah, Zakah, Siyam, any other ibadah, we have the intention silently. It's in our heart, we don't say it. The only ibadah that we say the intention loudly is Hajj and Umrah. The only ibadah, the only worship that we say the intention loudly is Hajj and Umrah. هي العبادة الوحيدة. What do we say in the Umrah? We say لبيك اللهم عمرة. Now how to get ready for the Ihram? As I summarized it for you before. Clip the mustache and nails, remove pubic and armpit hair. Take a bath, which is ghusl, shower. Put perfume in your body, head, beard, whatever it is. Put ihram garments, the rida and the izar, the two pieces for the men. While in the hotel in Medina, you are going to do all this in the hotel. When we arrive at Abiyar Ali, the miqat, we will pray 2 rak'ah with the obligatory prayer over there, and we will make the intention for the Umrah saying Labbaik Allahumma Umrah. So from your hotel until Abiyar Ali, that's not ihram. This is just getting ready for the ihram. By the time we say Labbaik Allahumma Umrah, we are now in the state of ihram. And all the restrictions of ihram will apply. And we'll talk about the restrictions. What are the things that we are not allowed to do during the ihram time? Yes. Move in, please. After ihram, we're going to make the talbiyah. After the intention is made, recite the talbiyah loud and say لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. And this is the meaning of it, the meaning of the talbiyah. We will continue making the talbiyah until we arrive at the Masjid al-Haram. Of course, when we leave Medina and we go to Mecca, we are not going to go straight from the bus to the Haram to do the Umrah. No, we'll go to the hotel first in Mecca, and then from the hotel we are going to say which time we're going to go together for the Umrah, because we cannot go at any time. Normally we prefer to go after midnight, like around 2 a.m. because by the time we go and finish the Umrah, so it's almost close to the Fajr time, we get the chance also praying the Fajr in Jama'ah in the Haram, and then we go back to rest in the hotel the second day. So we're going to do it after midnight, inshallah ta'ala. This is depending on the situation. This is what we normally do. So in the Haram, in the hotel in Mecca, as soon as we arrive, of course we're going to be traveling for about 6 hours, 6 or 7 hours from Medina to Mecca. So maybe you are tired, you would like to take a shower, you would like to refresh yourself. It's absolutely fine. No problem. Take a shower in the hotel, put your ihram clothes on again. That's not going to invalidate the ihram. We take a shower. If you even want to change the ihram clothes and replace them with a different set, that's fine. Sisters want to change your clothes, replace them with a different, that's fine. There's no problem with that. Okay? But restrictions are going to be observed. Okay. This is the talbiyah. Continue the talbiyah. Should be continued until you see the Kaaba. Okay, please. Talbiyah should be made in a loud voice. Talbiyah is a sunnah, and some scholars require an animal sacrifice for omitting it, like for neglecting it. Making talbiyah in a low voice is against the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. It should be recited aloud. Now, since the time you say Labbaik Allahumma Umrah, you are in the state of ihram. What are the things that are not allowed for you to do at this time until you finish the Umrah? What are the things? Number one, with regard to the clothing, yes guys, men cannot wear any sewn clothes such as a shirt, turban, trousers. For the women, they can wear their normal clothes and there is no problem with that. So for the men, it's going to be only the two pieces of ihram, the rida and the izar. And by the way, sometimes we have a problem with some people that when they tie it, they cannot like hold it all the time. So it's okay to use a regular belt. That's fine. You can use a regular belt to hold the lower part so it will not fall down. Or the fanny pants, you can use this one. But sometimes the fanny pants is not strong enough and it gets cut or something. So take your regular belt with you. It's absolutely fine. No problem with that. Yes?
Are we able to wear our shoes?
Yes, yes. You're talking about the tawaf? No, inside the Masjid al-Haram, no, we take our shoes off. Sometimes it's okay to do it, no problem. They will not say anything, by the way. They will not stop you from doing that. But if you have a problem with your feet and you want to use your shoes, for the sister, use it. For the brothers, if you have like a slipper, an open one, not a closed shoe, slipper, it's fine. You can use this in the ihram. Okay? Yes? It's okay. It's not a problem. They made an exception for that because it holds it. It's fine. Even the fanny pants that it has stitches in it. Yes. Even the ihram clothes. It's not, brother, the people misunderstand it. They think that it's because like it has strings or stitches. I mean the ihram clothes itself, it's all stitches, by the way. The point is it's not something like designed for the body. It's not the body designed to wear. It's like similar to the coffin or to the nishrab. That's the whole point about it. But it's not about the thread and about the stitches and about these things. Yeah. Okay, طيب. You should not wear gloves, of course not. Although there is no harm in wrapping the head in cloth. The head should be uncovered for the brothers. And for the sisters, of course, they wear the hijab and everything. Men cannot cover their head with something that touches it. Umbrella is fine to protect from the rain. You carry the bag on the top, that's fine, no problem. Perfume, you should not perfume yourself, your clothing, or anything after you make the ihram. But by the way, keep in mind that the perfume that you use before the ihram, during the time of ihram when you're taking a shower over there, and if you still have some of that perfume in your bag, that's not a problem. It's absolutely fine and there is no problem with that. Okay, but don't apply any perfume after you make the ihram. And after you say the Allahumma, it's just for the emergency. Okay, طيب. There is no harm in what remains of the effect of the perfume used prior to the ihram. Okay? طيب. Now we continue with the restrictions of ihram. Of course, intimate relationship is not allowed. And making proposals for marriage, engagement, things like that. We are going there for the Umrah, we are not going there for something else. That's keep in mind this, please. All matters leading to it, such as kissing, touching, talking with one's wife, that's not during the whole time of the Umrah. That's only during the time when you put the ihram on, you will say the intention for the Umrah until you finish the sa'i and you shave the head. And I think you should be patient during this time. That's not going to be a long time, by the way. Okay, cleansing, you should not remove any hair from the body, any part of the body during the ihram time. You should not clip your nails. You should not kill lice or anything or any insects. It is reported that the Prophet ﷺ took a bath while in the state of ihram. And that's why I told you, when you arrive at Mecca and you would like to replace your clothes to take a shower, that's fine. No problem with that. We're still in the restrictions of ihram. Wedding, and you should not be wed or make marriage proposals for yourself or others. Hunting, you should not kill animals except those that are harmful and attack the people. Now, what are the permissible things during the ihram? We'll talk about the restrictions. Now, there is no harm in the use of umbrella, the roof of the car, tent for the shade. There is also no harm in carrying your baggage on top of your head. And wear sandals, rings, a watch, hearing aid, whatever it is, something around the neck. Wear a hearing aid or a speech aid, no problem with that. Okay? And it's permissible for you to cleanse yourself with unscented cleaners and to wash and scratch your head and body, even if some of the hair falls down unintentionally, that's fine. Wash your ihram garments with new one, it's absolutely fine. Wear a belt to keep your money and documents, and the izar, the lower part, not to fall down. This is just a picture about the Masjid al-Haram. Okay, go back. We will talk about, yes. Permissible things while in the ihram, we already talk about this. Yes. Yes.
All shoes should be open shoes.
During the Umrah time, like during the ihram time. Since at the time we say Labbaik Allahumma Umrah until we finish the sa'i. It should, yes. After that, when you are not in the state of ihram, you can wear anything. Yes. No, for women, any kind of shoes. Yes. Don't worry about it. For the sisters, don't worry about any clothes or any shoes or anything. Like, as you are, mashallah. This is for the brothers. Restrictions for you guys. Okay. Okay, now, I want to tell you about something. This is a black stone. Before the black stone, the corner before the black stone is a Rukn al-Yamani. And between the Rukn al-Yamani, the reason that I want to tell you about Rukn al-Yamani is because when we come to a Rukn al-Yamani, we will say a special dua until we reach the black stone. And from the black stone, we are going to say, to start the tawaf. We say, Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, and we'll teach you the dua to say at this time. We will just go into pray. So you have the black stone corner, Yemeni corner, the Shami corner, and the Iraqi corner. They are on the other side. If you look at the numbers over there, that's number 1 is the black stone, number 2 is the Yemeni corner, and number 3 is the Shami corner, and number 4 is the Iraqi corner. And they are named because they are facing in these directions. That's the reason for it. That's the reason for the name. If you wonder, and this is the place to as-safar. Okay, now, any question about the ihram? Now, we went to the hotel in Medina, we showered, we got ready to leave to Mecca, we got in the bus, we went to Abyan Ali, we prayed the 2 rak'at, we made the ihram, the intention, we know exactly what we're supposed to do, what we're not supposed to do. We say labbaik Allahumma umrah, we continue talbiyah until we arrive at Al-Masjid Al-Haram. Once we arrive at Al-Masjid Al-Haram, I will tell you exactly what to do. We have some questions? Yes? Yes, of course, yes. Yes.
What was the question?
No. There's no booking for the ihram, for the tawaf, or for the sa'i, no. No, it's only the reservation is for the Rawda now. Only for the Rawda. They open it for everyone. Okay, up to this point, do we understand everything? Okay, let's move to the tawaf. Summary of the tawaf. Arrive at Al-Masjid Al-Haram, the black stone, tawaf, al-ittiba' and al-ramal, until you walk al-ittiba' and al-ramal, and pray 2 rak'ah, and drink from Zamzam water. Now, when we arrive at Al-Masjid Al-Haram, it's like any other masjid. We enter with the right foot, and we make the dua of entering the masjid. أعوذ بالله العظيم وبوجهه الكريم وسلطانه القديم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله اللهم اغفر لي ذنوبي وافتح لي أبواب رحمتك. We enter Al-Masjid Al-Haram. Once we see the Kaaba, we're going to make, there's no special dua to say when you see the Kaaba, but there is one reported from Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu ta'ala anhu. When he used to see the Kaaba, he used to say, Allahumma anta as-salam wa minka as-salam fahayyina rabbana bis-salam. This is the dua reported from Umar. O Allah, you are the source of peace, from you comes peace. O our Lord, greet us with peace. This is the dua when we say when we arrive at the Kaaba, inshallah. Now, Al-Masjid Al-Haram. You should not believe that you have to enter Al-Masjid Al-Haram from a particular gate. You can enter Al-Masjid Al-Haram from any gate. It is permissible to enter from any gate. You should pray 2 rak'ah of greeting Al-Masjid Al-Haram in case you are not going to make the Umrah, but because we are going to do the Umrah, to do the Tawaf, so the greeting of Al-Masjid Al-Haram will be the Tawaf itself, because there is 2 rak'ah in the Tawaf. So we are not going to pray, once we enter Al-Masjid, we're going to go straight. When we enter, we're going to go straight to the black stone. So when we go and enter Masjid Haram, we go to the black stone, and then we go straight to the black stone. And now, some people try to kiss the black stone. Some people try to touch it. Please, if you see it like really crowded, do not put yourself in this crowdedness, in this situation that it is going to be very tough and very hard for you. Islam is teaching us how to take things easy and not to make it difficult for ourselves. If you can kiss it, that's fine. If you can touch it, that's fine. If you cannot, so it will be sufficient to just point to it with our right hand. And that's what we normally do, because we are in group. And please, when we are going together in the group for the Umrah, for the Tawaf, and for the Umrah, please stay with the group. Do not try to do things by yourself. Stay with the group at least for the first Umrah that we're doing together. If you want to do another Umrah by yourself, this is something else. We will tell you where to make the Ihram from, how to do it, where to go, and what to do in the second Umrah if you want to make a second one. But at least for the first Umrah that we all are going for, this Umrah, this main Umrah, stay with the group. So you learn exactly how to do it, then you can do it yourself after that. So cheat from us and then do it yourself later, inshallah. So we go to Al-Kaaba, of course, it's going to be on which side? Left-hand side, right? So when we go into Tawaf, we go around the Kaaba. So Kaaba is to our left, right? And then what we're going to do, we raise our hands and we say, Bismillahi wallahu akbar. Allahumma imanan bika. وتصديقا بكتابك ووفاء بعهدك واتباعا لسنة نبيك صلى الله عليه وسلم. This is the dua that we will say every time at Al-Hajar Al-Aswad. And then we move on the first circle around the Kaaba. During that circle around the Kaaba, this going around the Kaaba, we can read Quran, we can make dua, we can make tasbih, you can ask Allah for anything. This is the exact and the best time to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever you want. As soon as we leave the black stone, we go around and then we reach at Al-Rukn Al-Yamani. Once we arrive at Rukn Al-Yamani, we will say, رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. Keep these rules of the tawaf in mind. This is the excellence of the black stone. Why the black stone? It is reported that it's a piece from Jannah and it used to be as clear as the silver, but the sins of the children of Adam made it like really in a dark color. That's why it's called the black stone. The tawaf rules now. Tawaf around the Kaaba, Kaaba being to your left, go around the Kaaba, pass the stone 7 times. Al-Ittiba', okay, what's Al-Ittiba'? It's wearing the ihram under your right armpit and over the left shoulder. So that means that for the brothers, they are going to cover the left shoulder, Al-Katif Al-Aysar, and they are going to uncover the left one, the right one. They are going to uncover the right one and they are going to cover the left one. And this ittiba', why it happens? And by the way, it's only in the first tawaf, the first umrah. If you want to do any other tawaf or any other umrah after that, and you have the whole ihram, just cover the 2 shoulders. Why it is only in the first tawaf? It's following the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. When they made the umrah and they came to Mecca, imagine they traveled for a long time, long distance from Medina to Mecca to do the umrah. So the people of Quraysh, they were accusing the Muslims that they have like a skin disease. And when they accused them of this skin disease, the Prophet ﷺ commanded them to show their right shoulder to show them that they have sound skin and they don't have any problem. And this is called al-ittiba', which is uncovering the right shoulder. There is something called al-ramal. Al-ramal means to pace, to walk fast in the first 3 rounds of the tawaf. And this walking also fast was commanded by the Prophet ﷺ because they accused them, you're coming all the way from Medina, you are tired, you will not be able to make tawaf, to make sa'i, you're not going to do the rituals of the Umrah. So the Prophet ﷺ commanded the Sahaba to walk fast and to show them that they are strong enough to do it. And this is following the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. So this is the difference between ittiba' and al-ramal. This is the 2 things in the tawaf. Now touch the Yemeni corner with your right hand each time you pass and do not kiss it. And if you are not able to touch the Yemeni corner, you should not make any sign. If you can, Al-Hajar Al-Aswad, because we cannot touch it, we're going to point to it. We make a signal to it. But Rukn Al-Yamani, we will not be, if we are not able to touch it, we're going to just keep walking without pointing to it. We're not signaling to Rukn Al-Yamani. And you should say between the black stone, the Rukn Al-Yamani and the black stone, this dua. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. Okay, continue please with the tawaf rules. You do not have to say your intention out loud to begin the tawaf. You have the intention already. The only loud intention is when? For the umrah. When we say لبيك اللهم umrah. For the tawaf, there is no loud intention. Saying intentions out loud is something that the Prophet ﷺ never did. A state of wudu, to be in wudu all the time during the tawaf is required. Women in their menses, they cannot make the tawaf until they become clean. All kinds of tawaf, including optional tawaf, consist of 7 circuits around the Kaaba. So all the tawaf, even if you are making, you went to the masjid and say, I want to make tawaf. No umrah, but I just want to make tawaf. It should be 7. You cannot just make in number. Continue tawaf without interrupting the rounds, unless it is necessary, otherwise it will be void. So don't make a long interruption between the tawaf, with the rounds of the tawaf. The Kaaba should be to your left. Do not do tawaf with your back or right to the Kaaba. Do not walk backwards. Some people believe that when they are living in Masjid al-Haram, it's it's disrespectful to the Kaaba to walk with their face out and their back to the Kaaba. There's nothing like that. You can walk with your face outward. You don't have to walk backwards in order to live in Masjid al-Haram. You can walk normally and live in Masjid al-Haram. Just live with the left foot, that's it. Okay, tawaf shall be performed within the boundaries of Al-Masjid al-Haram. Still with the tawaf rules. This is very important. You do not have to touch the black stone for your tawaf to be accepted. It's accepted inshallah anyway. If it is crowded, you may just place or face your hands like this, the right hand to Al-Hajar al-Aswad and say Allahu Akbar and move forward. And do not hurt anyone to kiss the black stone. Some people just fly, to do it. I went to the Hajj, I think 5 times, and Umrah, and I never get a chance actually to kiss Al-Hajar al-Aswad. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept inshallah. Why do I have to kill myself to kiss it? Don't stand at the black stone line for a long time. Some people stand for a long time just to get in there. Make a sign towards it and move forward. You don't touch the Shami or the Iraqi corners. That's the other side of the Kaaba. Don't kiss the Yemeni corner. You may only touch it if you can. If you don't, that's okay. Do not face your hand to the Yemeni corner to say Allah Akbar. Don't do that. This is only for the black stone. There is no particular dhikr for the tawaf. As I said, just move forward, read Quran, say adhkar, ask Allah for whatever you want. Do not follow those dua books. Some dua books, they tell you, first round of the tawaf, make this dua. Second round of the tawaf, make this dua. Third round of the tawaf, make this dua. There's nothing like that. Read Quran, make your own dua. This is the time that you will be very sincere, to make your own dua, inshallah azza wa. Okay, do not wipe the walls of the Kaaba. I had seen this. No wonder, you might wonder, some people are doing it. I see someone is sweating, get his sweat with the towel and wipe the Maqam Ibrahim. And I don't know what he was doing with this. The Multazam, as I told you before, Multazam is the place, that area between Al-Hajar al-Aswad and the door of the Kaaba. If you can hold to this place for some time on your own, that will be absolutely fine. But again, I'm emphasizing it. During our first Umrah, stay with the group all the time. After that, we're staying 5 days in Mecca. You want to stay in the masjid all the time, do whatever you want, that's absolutely fine, inshallah. Al-Multazam, yes. Maqam Ibrahim. Yes, after we do the tawaf, the 7 rounds of the tawaf, what's next is to pray 2 rak'ah at Maqam Ibrahim. If we can, at any place in the masjid. You know what they did nowadays? Because people get crowded at Maqam Ibrahim, so they made a special area on your way to the Sa'i. And they said the tawaf sunnah, or the sunnah for the tawaf. They titled it, there is a sign over there that says sunnah tawaf, or sunnah for the tawaf. So you go in that area and you pray, very nice. And after you pray, because after you pray the 2 rak'ah, we're going straight to the Sa'i. So it's in your way to the Sa'i. So if you can do Maqam Ibrahim, that's fine. If you can't, at any place in the masjid. طيب. When we do the 2 rak'ah sunnah for the tawaf, in the first rak'ah, recite Surah Al-Fatiha and Qul Ya Ayyuhal Kafirun. In the second rak'ah, Surah Al-Fatiha and Qul Huwallahu Ahad. This is the sunnah for the tawaf. Yes, and Allah says, وَاتَّخِذُوا مِن مَقَامِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ مُصَلًّى. Please continue, please. These are the footprints of Prophet Ibrahim ﷺ inside the maqam of Ibrahim ﷺ. Now, for Zamzam water. After we finish the tawaf and we pray at Maqam Ibrahim, then we drink from Zamzam water, or we can drink from before the 2 rak'ah of the tawaf. But it's better to drink after the 2 rak'ah of the tawaf and then move forward to the Sa'i. By the way, Zamzam water is everywhere in the Haram. Even in Medina, there is too much Zamzam water in the Masjid Nabawi. Sa'i between As-Safa and Marwa. Okay, we're done with the tawaf. Any question about the tawaf? Yes. Oh yeah, that's fine. Absolutely fine. Yes. No problem. Yes. If you feel that you cannot finish the 7 rounds walking, you can definitely use a wheelchair. No problem with that. Any other question about the tawaf? Is understood? Huh? Yes. Actually, they don't allow anyone to. They don't allow people to pray in the sahn, which is the base, because they reserve it for the people who are making the umrah. They reserve it for the people who are making the umrah, so you make it easy for whoever is making the umrah, and they see you with the ihram and everything, so they allow you to get in the base and do the tawaf.
Can't go there because they don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only men that wants to go inside the tawaf area, only you have to be wearing the ihram.
Yes.
prayer, you can pray on the second floor, on the top.
Yeah.
You can do that.
It's around the Kaaba.
No, the wheelchair, if you are.
Oh no, wheelchair is going to be the second floor, I think, or the third floor.
And
Yes.
if you know that you're not gonna be able to do the tawaf, standing on your feet, you have to do it from the beginning on the second
floor.
Or you gotta stop and go to the second floor.
Yeah. So from the beginning, if you know that you're not going to finish the 7 rounds of the tawaf walking, then you can do the second floor.
You can stop and go.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, they can stop and go. That's not a problem, but it's going to be difficult to stop and then go and find the way and things like that. So from the beginning, if you feel that you're not going to do it, that's fine. You can do the tawaf walking, and the sa'i you can do with the for the sa'i. By the way, the wheelchairs for the sa'i is in the same area, in the same floor. Yeah, they have it in the same floor. You don't have to go like second floor or third floor. It's in the same floor for the wheelchairs for the sa'i, but for the tawaf is the second floor. Yeah. Yeah. Is what again?
Not anymore, that was before.
Yeah, but now they allow everyone to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was there, both of them. They give you a choice, Umrah or around the Sharifa. But now they only have reservation for the Umrah.
For the Umrah. That's from the people who already went and did the Umrah. Yeah, they allow it. Okay, any question about the tawaf before? Yes.
It's not about, I'm just curious, I want to buy Zamzam water. Do you recommend not to do it, or?
No, you can buy it.
Like to bring it back home?
Yeah, you can bring it. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yes, you're allowed to bring it, and there is a way to buy it. Actually, when you buy it from the airport. Yes, and they have it already bottled, and because they have a special, when you're coming back, they have a special belt to ship it in the plane. It's not from the same package line. You have to go to a different line. They will tell you to put it in that line. Yes, yes. Now, sa'i between Safa and Marwa. After we're done with the tawaf, we do the 2 rak'ah, we drink from Zamzam water, and then we're going to the sa'i. Somebody with the sa'i start with as-Safa. Remember this. We start with as-Safa and we end with al-Marwa. And sa'i means pacing or walking between the two hills, the two mountains, as-Safa and Marwa. These are the summary of it. We recite this particular ayah, we'll talk about it. Dhikr al-Du'a, walk to the Marwa, first lap. On the Marwa, do the same as we do on as-Safa. Walk back to as-Safa, second lap, complete 7 laps in the same manner. So let me tell you how it works. After we're done with the tawaf, we're walking on our way to as-Sa'i, to the Safa. As we arrive at as-Safa, we're going to recite this ayah from the Quran. إن الصفا والمروة من شعائر الله فمن حج البيت أو اعتمر فلا جناح عليه أن يطوف بهما ومن تطوع خيرا فإن الله شاكر عليم. And then we get on as-Safa and we start making the adhkar for as-Safa. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. لا إله إلا الله وحده أنجز وعده وصدق عبده ونصر عبده وهزم الأحزاب وحده. And we make dua and then we say نبدأ بما بدأ الله به. We start with what Allah starts, which is as-Safa, that mentioned first in the ayah. Then after we finish on the Safa, we'll walk all the way to Al-Marwa. We do the same thing that we did on Safa and Al-Marwa. That's one round, one lap. And then we go back from Al-Marwa to As-Safa. In our way back, we make adhkar, we read dua, we recite Quran, and then we go to Safa, we do the same thing. That's the second round. And then from As-Safa to Al-Marwa, same thing, third. And then from Al-Marwa to As-Safa, number 4. And then from As-Safa to Al-Marwa, number 5. And then from Al-Marwa to As-Safa, number 6. And then from As-Safa to Al-Marwa, number 7. When we reach at Al-Marwa at the last one, which is the 7th one, this is the end of the sa'i. We make the final dua, and then we get out of that door. Actually, they will let you out of that door, and we go for shaving or cutting the hair short. We'll talk about that. But let's talk in detail now about the sa'i. So when reaching the foot of As-Safa, we recite this ayah, إن الصفا والمروة من شعائر الله. Okay, I recited this before. Let's move forward so we may have some questions. And then say this dua. نبدأ بما بدأ الله به. We start with what Allah start with كما قال النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام. And then once we are on as-Safa, we're going to say 3 times Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. لا إله إلا الله وحده أنجز وعده ونصر عبده وهزم الأحزاب وحده. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. أدعو بما شئت. Make as much dua as you want. And we on the Safa, we're going to face the Kaaba. When we're making dua, we're going to face the Kaaba. Al-Marwa, the same thing. We're going to face the Kaaba. Okay? Yes. Yeah, every one of these 3 times. The first one 3 times, second one 3 times. And then you descend for Sa'i from As-Safa, go all the way to Al-Marwa. You will just continue walking. There is like 2 green posts in between As-Safa, like close to As-Safa, but they are far away from Al-Marwa. This is only for the brothers, for the men. When they come in this area, they will run. And what we normally do, because we are as a group, so as men, we make our own dua. Dhikr, tasbih, read the Quran, ask Allah for whatever you want. Don't waste that time. And during the walking between As-Safa and Marwa, the Sahaba used to make this dua: رَبِّ اغْفِرْ وَارْحَمْ وَتَجَاوَزْ عَمَّا تَعْلَمْ إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْأَعَزُّ الْأَكْرَمُ. رَبِّ اغْفِرْ وَارْحَمْ إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْأَعَزُّ الْأَكْرَمُ. Then after that, shaving or cut short. For the brothers, shaving means shaving. It doesn't mean number 1. It means shaving, like it has to be like completely bald. This is the meaning of shaving. If you want to cut it short, you have the option to make it like 1 or 2 or 3, whatever you want. But for the brothers, when they cut the hair, the whole head, the entire head, is not like from different parts. Yani you don't do any kind of fuhak or muhak over there. You just cut the whole thing. Okay? You cut it short, the whole thing. You have the choice, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you want. But the main thing is, the entire head should be cut. This is for the brothers. Shaving or cutting the hair short. This is whatever you want to do. For the sisters, just the size of the finger, what do you call it? The finger tip, like this. It's what? Like 1 centimeter? Not from the whole head, from any part. Finger joint, like just 1 finger joint. Yeah, as long as a finger joint. From any part of the head, that's it. Easy for the sisters, for the clothes, for everything. For the brothers, by the way, the Prophet ﷺ made dua 3 times for those who shave. And made 1 time for those who cut the hair short. He said in the hadith, Allahumma aghfir lil muhalliqeen. Oh Allah, forgive those who shave. Allahumma aghfir lil muhalliqeen. Oh Allah, forgive those who shave. Allahumma aghfir lil muhalliqeen. Oh Allah, forgive those who shave. And then the people said, Ya Rasulullah, O Messenger of Allah, how about the muqassirin? He said, I'm the muqassir. So he made 3 times. That will encourage you guys to go there and come bold, inshallah. Don't worry, no one is going to be scared of you. That's okay. If you're going to do multiple umrah, so because when you do it the second time, you don't do it the second day. Do it like 1 day later, 2 days later. And they will shave. They will find something to shave. Don't worry. And don't shave it yourself. If you want to do it yourself, that's fine. But be careful to cut your head or something. You know, there are very professional people over there. In 1 minute, you will become bald. Don't worry about it. So it's like, 20 riyals or something. That's it. Yeah? Yeah, shave like 20 riyals or something. They are very professional. So don't try to do it yourself. Sisters, do it yourself. That's fine. Just with the scissor, you have it after you finish the side. Just a small. That's it. Yeah. Yes. Inshallah, when we go as a group, we bargain with them. We tell them 3 riyal for head per head. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. It's not like long distance. It's not long. The tawaf also around the Kaaba is not that long. I don't know, like, I think it's like the whole thing of the tawaf, of the sa'i between Safa and Marwa is 800 meters, which is close to kilometer. Less. Even less than this. It's even less. Yeah. It's less even than this. Any question about the now we finished. Ihram, Tawaf, Sa'i, Halq. The 4 things of the Umrah. Any question about those ones? Any question? Okay, move forward. Because yes, we continue. By the way, in the Sa'i, we are in the same state of Ihram until we shave the head. After we shave the head, or we cut the hair short, then we go back to the hotel and change, and now you are out of the Umrah completely. You can do whatever you want now, except the other things which are not allowed to be done in the Masjid al-Haram, which applies to everyone, whoever is in the state of Ihram and whoever is outside the state of Ihram. Now stay in Mecca, take the advantage of the time, pray in al-Masjid al-Haram, all the prayers. The one prayer in al-Masjid al-Haram equals in reward 100,000 prayer. How many years is the work? About 50 years, 50 some years, right? 100,000 prayer in al-Masjid al-Haram. Every prayer in al-Masjid al-Haram equals 100,000. The rak'ah equals 100,000 rak'ah. In al-Masjid al-Nabawi it equals 1,000 prayer in reward. But don't do 2 prayers over there and say, come, I'm done for the rest of my life. No more prayers. No, that doesn't work in this way. Okay? Okay, move on. And try not to miss any salah. 100,000, 55 years for one salah. Make optional tawaf as much as you can. Yeah, for the second tawaf, if you want to make optional, they will not allow you to go around the Kaaba because you don't have the ihram clothes. Now go to the second floor. Yeah, sister will go. That's that they will allow them. Yeah, use your time wisely. It's so precious over there. Try not to walk in between the people are praying, and stay in Mecca in the Haram. The reward for the good deeds is multiplied. Also the same thing for the bad deeds. Salah in Jama'ah, don't miss that. Hijri Ismail, see the Hijri Ismail? That area over there, no tawaf is made in this area. You have to be outside it. Only you can pray in this area if they allow you. Sometimes they don't allow the people.
Sometimes they have.
Yeah.
I've been watching the TV. They allow a group of men first, then a group of women.
Then the group of women. Yeah. Yes.
But you have to stand in line outside and they let you in.
Yeah. Now these are the pillars of the Umrah. The pillars of the Umrah. Ihram, Tawaf, Sa'i between Safa and Marwa. Obligations of the Umrah. The wajibat is ihram from outside the haram, which is we did from Abiyar Ali and Halq or Taqsir. These are the arkan and the wajibat. Now visit to Medina. This is what we are going to do first. When we leave here, we're going to Medina first. And as I told you before, that the Masjid al-Nabawi is as sacred, al-Haram al-Nabawi is as sacred as the Masjid al-Haram in Mecca. The merits of the Medina, as the Prophet ﷺ mentioned in his hadith, that it is the land of the Prophet's migration. It is the abode of faith, for the faith will return at the end of the time. As its entrances, there are guardian angels that protected the entrances of Medina. It will be the last city in the world to be ruled before the day of judgment. And it is the land of revelation that came to the Prophet ﷺ. Also the merits of Medina, the Prophet ﷺ supplicates, he made these supplications for Medina. Oh Allah, make Medina as dear to us as you made Mecca dear or more. Oh Allah, increase in Medina twice the blessings. Oh Allah, bless our our Medina as much as you bless our Sa' and our Mud, and make twice the blessing or thy blessing. Let him die in Medina who can do so. Not killing himself, but whoever will be there and die. It's advantage. The only 2 masjids in Medina to visit with the intention of Salah at the Masjid of the Prophet ﷺ and Masjid Quba. And by the way, in Medina we are going to have one whole day tour in Medina. We will visit Uhud, we will visit Masjid Quba, we'll go to Masjid al-Qiblatayn and other places inshallah in Medina. It's one day special in Medina for the tours, and one day special for the tours in Mecca too. We're going to go to the places of Hajj, the sites of Hajj. So whoever plans to go to Hajj inshallah in the future, you will have an idea. We will go to Mina, see the Mina. We will go to Arafat, see the Arafat. If they allow these days, we will go to these places. All these holy shrines that we do in the Hajj, we will go and visit them inshallah in Mecca. We'll go to the cave of Hira. But I don't know who is going to climb all the way. Last time, the kids, mashallah, the youth, they went all the way up to the cave of Hira. We waited for them in the bus because we couldn't walk all the way up. I was wondering how the Prophet ﷺ used to walk all the way up and to go by himself to the cave of Hira. Subhanallah. Amazing. The only 2 masjid, okay, Salah in the masjid of the Prophet ﷺ is equal to 1,000 Salah elsewhere. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, okay, go back. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to go to Masjid Quba. By the way, Salah in Masjid Quba equals one Umrah. So when we go and visit Masjid Quba and do one prayer over there, like 2 rak'ah sunnah, that's going to be equal in reward to one Umrah that you are doing. Yes.
They built a road between the Masjid al-Nabawi and Masjid Quba. It's about 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers. And they called it, I forgot the name, but you can walk all the way.
From Al-Masjid al-Nabawi to Masjid Quba.
You can walk it and come back anytime. And it's nice place. It just walk. No cars, nothing.
Yeah.
It's very nice. I've seen it.
As the Prophet ﷺ used to go to Masjid Quba and pray over there. Also in Medina, visit the grave of the Prophet ﷺ. Oh, by the way, for visiting the grave of the Prophet ﷺ, brothers and sisters, please don't repeat it. Just one time. Okay? This is what the Prophet ﷺ said. He said, لا تتخذوا قبري عيدا. Do not make frequent visits to my grave. So if we make frequent visits to his grave, that means that we're going against his command. Why he said that? Because the problem is when people go there and they start making different and frequent visits to his grave, they might end up like making it a place of worship. What the Prophet ﷺ said, no. لا تطروني كما أطرت النصارى عيسى بن مريم. Do not overpraise me as the Christians overpraise Isa ibn Maryam alayhi salatu wasalam. The other thing is, when we go to Medina, it's not part of the Umrah, by the way. It's just for the visit. And when we go to Medina, it's the intention to visit Al-Masjid al-Nabawi, not the grave of the Prophet. And since we are in the Masjid al-Nabawi, then out of respect, we visit the grave of the Prophet ﷺ and we say, Assalamu alaikum ya Rasulullah. You visit his grave, Abu Bakr, and then Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and you move out. And also, you want to visit Al-Baqi', the graveyard in which thousands of the companions of the Prophet ﷺ are buried in Al-Baqi'. Go ahead and visit Al-Baqi'. They open it after Fajr and after Asr. All the time, every day. After Fajr and after Asr for the men only. For the sisters, you can make dua from outside the fence of Al-Baqi'. You don't have to get in. Just from outside, make dua for the dead people. And the dua, when you enter the cemetery or the graveyard, Assalamu alaikum ahla al-diyari min al-mu'minin wal-muslimin. ونحن إن شاء الله بكم لاحقون نسأل الله لنا ولكم العافية. Just to visit the grave. Yes. And the Prophet's Masjid, and this is Al-Baqi' next to the Prophet's Masjid, the Qibla, Al-Baqi', and that's the entrance for Al-Baqi', and this is the mountain of Uhud, all the way at the back. This is one good to visit, inshallah. This is number 1 is the grave of the Prophet ﷺ, and number 2 is the grave of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, and number 3 is the grave of Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. And this is how Al-Baqi' looks like. A kind of not updated picture, but they have it now like really high. Last time it was so high. And that's yes. No, it's just Assalamu alaikum ya Rasulullah. Yes. That's it. Yes.
After doing the first Umrah,
Yes. Okay. If you want to do a second Umrah, then you will go to Masjid Aisha, what's called At-Tan'im in the past, called Masjid Aisha. You just take they have lots of transportation over there, and it's all the time, like 24 hours. You just take any kind of transportation, go to Masjid Aisha, make the ihram intention from there, and come back, do the same exact thing which you did, which is the tawaf and the sa'i and the halq and taqsir. That's it. Yes. If you want to do the second Umrah, yes.
Will we go as a group again for the second Umrah?
For the second Umrah, no. For the first Umrah, we go as a group. But for the second Umrah, if you want any kind of help, we can help you. Like, we'll tell you where to go, what to do, like where to take the bus from, where to come back, things like that. But we're not going to do another Umrah as a group, because not everyone is going to do it. Some people will do it for their parents, some people will do it for someone that they want to do Umrah for them. That's them. They are going to do this. It's optional. It's not mandatory. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Assalamu alaikum ya Rasulullah. Assalamu alaikum ya Abu Bakr. Assalamu alaikum ya Umar. That's, yeah. Yeah, you go in the same order. By the way, they organize it. They don't allow you to do your own things. I mean, you will walk, first one, second one, third one. And by the way, they don't let the people stand for a long time. They keep the people move on. Yes, give a chance for everyone. Any other question? Yes. They are in the Baqiyah. No, not inside. Only the Prophet ﷺ, Abu Bakr and Umar. Inside the room of Aisha. Inside? No, not inside. Only three, yes. Only three inside. Yes. Any other question? Clear? Yes. I think we should turn the light on now, so we can. Last we're done with this one. I'm going to send you this inshallah to the WhatsApp, so you can go over it. Yes. Say it again. The Umrah group is going to be the first one, and then after that, if anyone wants to do it, then we'll guide the person how to do it.
Like for the Salah itself?
Salah, we go all the time, the Salah, like everyone goes to the Salah. Yes, and you're on to the Salah.
They have women, by the way, once you get from the hotel, you cross the street, you gotta go and you're gonna face gate number 15, which is very close to the women's side and the men's side. The men, you go left and you go in from our king.
Is it King Abdulaziz?
King Fahd, that's
Okay.
Medina.
Yeah.
And around the corner is the women's side. You have it, they have it blocked, so it's very close to the hotel. It's like 3 minutes walk, you are in the masjid, at the boundaries, and 2 minutes, you are inside the masjid.
Yes.
The Friday prayer, Juma, which
we're going on Monday, right? We will be there Tuesday.
In Medina, we're gonna.
Yeah, so with Medina. We're going to pray the Jum'ah in Medina, inshallah. Yes. The Friday prayer.
Saturday we're going to
Correct.
Yes. And then we're coming back Thursday, right?
Yes.
Thursday.
As far as the Zamzam water,
Yes.
you can buy it at the airport. Sometimes, 90% of the time it's available there. Sometimes people complain that they were out. Just happen. I've been there so many times. Every time I come in, I have Zamzam water.
They allow it's one gallon, I think.
It's about 1 gallon.
It's 1 gallon bottle.
5 liters is 1
Yes.
gallon.
They allow you to have, but you cannot have it with you in the plane, like in the carry-on. Don't put anything in the carry-on. They're going to take it out and throw it away. So put it, take it with you in the airport. Actually, they can buy it in the airport.
And it does not count as a piece of luggage.
It doesn't count. So if you are bringing 2 bags with you, that is an extra thing that they allow for the Saudi Airlines. Yes. And we buy it from the airport. By the way, it's already packed and everything.
It costs you about 10 riyals at the, maybe less at the airport.
Yeah, to buy it.
you can buy as many as you want. If you have go and be careful.
Yeah.
That's all the thing.
They allow you to buy one at the they ship one per person.
Yeah, they ship 1 per.
Just a gallon.
Yes, 1 gallon. Big one.
5 liters.
5.
How much you buy is more about.
If you want to buy the ticket, it's up to you, but they gotta take it and throw it away. Yeah. And by the way, these bottles does not sell a lot outside. They give you bottles if you're sometimes they Tawaf or Sa'i or Medina, they give you some. Sometimes they have bottles of water in that.
Small ones.
Small ones that they give you.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not every. But in the masjid, there is always jugs to fill up. You can take a small bottle like this and fill it up. Would you want to drink it at the hotel all the time?
No, I'm not talking about the hotel. It's available there, I know.
Yeah.
But when you come back,
No, they allow one only. One
yeah,
bottle, 5 liters. 5 liters
per person.
per person. Any other questions? Feel free to ask any question you want.
Why does it sound
What's that again?
Yeah, I guess so.
There is a dispensing place on Kudai. That's where the Zamzam water is. If you want to go there and buy it, you can.
But the one that they allow in the plane is the one that you buy from the airport, because they are the ones who bottle it and they put it in the bag too. You can, yes, you can. But
there is the Zamzam place that's where they call it the Zamzam water factory. They will say it. You can go there and buy it. Yes. You just have a taxi. You take a taxi there and buy it.
Because in case you slip sometime in the airport, there's no Zamzam. So then if it's not there, it will come from without Zamzam.
Well, like I've said, I've been there like 7 times. I've never had a problem with it.
yeah, every time we buy it from the Jeddah airport. They have a special place outside the airport to buy it from, like in your entrance. Yes.
How much does the woman cut there?
It's a finger joint from any part of the hand. Yes, not the whole thing, just any part finger. That's it. Any other question? Yes.
Will we as a group in the hotel or around?
Yeah, of course, every night we will have a meeting. Every night in Medina, in Mecca, we will have a meeting to talk about the plan for the next day. So we will meet every night. I will tell you, okay, we're meeting at this time. Normally we do it after everyone finishes the Isha prayer and everything. And by the way, the hotel has only breakfast, right? Yes, hotels are breakfast only. They start, I think, from maybe 6 or 7 all the way until 10 or 11. And then the dinner or whatever you can buy it on your own, which is not expensive over there. But there is a good breakfast in the hotel. Yeah, there's everything. It's 5-star hotel. Yes.
Sometimes buffets are
Yes.
available between, let's say, $35 to $50. Yeah.
Oh, you went to Hajj? Yes, there are. The masjid now is open 24 hours. They close it now? At what time?
Between, they only have the Rawda area open.
Only the Rawda area.
They close for like midnight.
They close and then open before Fajr. Yes. But my advice, if you want to catch the prayer, the Fajr, or any prayer in the masjid, try to leave your room, I will say 1 hour before the prayer. Try to leave your room 1 hour before the prayer.
Especially in Mecca.
Yeah, otherwise you might not find the spot inside and you will end up praying outside. Okay, but the whole area is haram anyway. If you pray at even in the hotel, they have speakers in the rooms actually. So there is musalla also in every hotel. There is a masjid in every hotel. Yeah, if you cannot catch in Masjid Haram, there is a musalla in the hotel.
We'll let you know which floor.
Yes.
I forgot which floor. I think it's the 4th or the 5th floor.
Yeah.
And there's a musalla for the whole, like Swiss Hotel, Zamzam, all these, they gather on the 1 floor and Isha pray, and on the back, you can see in the campus. So now they built this big gate, this gate, and it's blocking it. So we used to pray there and see the campus.
Okay, any other question? Yes. Yes.
Oh, me? Okay.
No, Jane.
If men are pushing other
If what again? Okay. No. They can do it with the same time. No, they don't have to. That's an exception. Yes. Any other question before we end it? Yes.
Is it going to be crowded?
We don't know exactly what's going to happen about it. We're just going, but normally what we do it like after midnight, just to make sure that it's less crowded, and also to make sure that we are going to do Fajr in the masjid, Fajr in Jama'ah.
We have to wear masks,
Yes, all the time. This for your protection. They don't mandate it, but it's you, for your protection. Any other question? Yes. Expected leaving from Mecca, Medina to Mecca.
No, she meant the weather.
The temperature of the time. The
No,
weather,
it's nice.
it's right in the 70s to the 90s
The weather is beautiful.
right now. It's a little bit cooler in the morning in Medina. In Medina in the morning it's a little bit cool, like in the low 60s, but in Mecca it's hot. And anytime in Mecca or usually there's a thunderstorm at any given time. You'll never know. Yeah, light jacket like this here is good.
Yeah. Okay, I will be with you all the time, inshallah. But we cannot control the temperature. I know, inshallah. Okay. We want to make sure that everyone has it. Oh, you're going to lose it if we give it to you now?
No, we want it now. No, we want it now.
You want it now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, they want it now. But if you lose it, it's your responsibility.
That's okay.
We're responsible for that. Going to call the names.
No, we want it now. It's a badge that you wear. It's identification. It tells you who you are. And get lost. You're not gonna get lost.
Okay, I call the name. He comes here, inshallah. Nasser Muftah Saeed. Nasser Saeed.
خليل
أحمد ناصر ناجي أحمد ناجي. اوكي محمد قاسم حسين.
محمد قاسم حسين.
شميم sister شميم. And you?
يا حاج ما قلنا لك تعال هنا يا حاج يا شيخ رمضان.
بس الأخوات
هنوزع عرفان قلنا والخمسة ناخذ الخمسة.
And there is a bag also for you here.
وين مفتاح؟ هم الخمسة أعطيهم مفتاح. حسين. مصعب. أي طبعا عارف.
أعطوهم الخمسة. Brother Riyad. I give her the things already. That's three for you, one for you, your wife, and sister Shami. Yes.
Oh, I thought you.
And sister Nana? Yeah, she
وعليكم السلام.
السلام عليكم.
جزاك الله خير.
حسام. وعليكم السلام. يا أمي Okay, Ahmed Sulaiman.
It's nice. We have some little dua, but that's not enough. That's not enough.
4, 5. I think the 6 is coming. Sister Sharon. Okay, Sister Sharon. Zakaria. And Ibrahim.
Jamila. I thought
Ibrahim and
you
Zakaria.
give us a bag.
Ibrahim and Zakaria.
No, this is just a bag.
Okay.
Over there, mix up.
Not like the after this is
عبد الفتاح هذه ليان. السلام عليكم. خذ ليان.
السلام عليكم. How are you? So you're gonna go to the Umrah with us إن شاء الله. Wow.
الدكتور هيجي معنا؟
That.
Okay.
Me. So you're gonna take good care of me, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Make sure of that.
Make sure of that. Okay. This is fresh and here now.
So booking is for mission.
Okay, next door.
So she can bring a mission to wherever she wants.
And
There's a section there where it's
المثنى مصطفى
Mustafa, where's your brother?
and so she wants to
Three.
So after the quarter she's in, like she works over here, but then some girls are booking.
Yeah, so she just
No, it's nice to have the paper because yeah,
So that booking is for Salah.
exactly. Now tell me, you're from Pakistan or Yemen? Yemen? India, South Africa.
So that's
Okay.
the
Jamila and
With your parents?
brother Mahmoud.
Really? Wow. And who is your parents?
Okay. Shirin, Sam.
Nice. Nice. So how many are in the family? They have what? 2 rooms, 1 room? You and your mom will share 1 room.
جاهز يا مليكة؟
So your father's gonna have 4. Although they don't have it. And who's the youngest of your brothers? How old? 10? Okay. I think that's what they call. They are lucky. Really lucky. Yeah, wow.
Okay. Suleiman.
Wow, that's cool. So South Africa.
This is my daughter. She's moving. She's 17. She's going to be going by herself. Yes. Can you guys please hang out with her? Can you guys hang out with her, please?
No worries about that.
She's never left California.
We are planning to be her, her mother, and me.
Allahu Akbar.
Yes, I told her find some sisters.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
She can stay with her.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
We can stay with her.
أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.
That's what I'm saying.
أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة.
Inshallah next year.
حي على الصلاة.
Yeah, her family has a family there in Jeddah. We'll meet them there.
على الفلاح.
هم الولد born in Jeddah الحمد لله.
الله أكبر الله أكبر.
إن شاء الله نشوفك هناك إن شاء الله. أنت وجوزك راح تروحوا؟ إن شاء الله الله يجيب الخير يا رب. يا حلوة.
Okay, so I'm going by myself too. Sharon.
It's also so interesting.
And my mom goes to station and does the same thing. I'm already older, but you're so young. This is my first trip. Yes,
What is it, Rush?
Second time.
طول بالك
Hello, Assalama. We're going to enjoy our time. You know the let's do it again. I think I'm push you around. Oh wait, why am I talking? I'm sorry. Because I prayed it by accident during I prayed there. Yes, I was asking this girl about a panic attack, and she was okay, and I didn't know about what. And then my mom was like, better pray the green first. No, I already prayed in the red one. No, she didn't pray the green. And I was like, oh yeah, everyone acted like everyone congratulated me for crying about it. And when I told him,
I'll let you know something
there, and I told him I said, "Do you want to leave me alone?" And then I prayed the green carpet, and he looked at me like I lost him. There's no way. Because now I know what it is.
I'm excited at 17 and singing this adventure.
No, they did. Yeah, I was empty when I was when I prayed, when I prayed there, I was just standing like this, doing my surah, what around with 50 me. I know,
that's
empty, and mine was never empty because I needed
I haven't did it.
I know, I didn't want to
Oh, you locked in the door too? Wow. What are you stuck on?
I'm surprised. That's your second and last one.
Okay, no.